Dear students, I am Ahmed Noman SADIQ. Today I will draw a topographical route number 4, which is actually the part of our topographical mock test. So here there is a screen which is almost the same you will see and use in the exam. All this information and screenshots are based on official TFL video. So here there are different route drawing controls or buttons. So this is home button, this is brightness button, clear button, undo button, this is start drawing button. Also there are some buttons at the bottom of this screen. So click here to flag this question, click here to review assessment, and this is a next question which will take you to the next question. So if you want to have the knowledge of these buttons in detail, you can watch my other videos. Also remember, this part of the screen is allocated for the question. So there is a golden rule that you should read the question very carefully. So this is our starting point, which is the green marker, and this is our end point, which is red marker. You don't need to remember the names of these streets because you just have to see green marker and red marker, and you will simply move from green to the red marker. But one thing must be kept in your mind, that you have to locate a note here in the question. So usually in question number 2 or in question number 3, there is a note of road closure. So if there is a note of road closure, you must be very much careful in that case. Because if a road is closed, your route can't cross that road. You can't even move along that road. So you must be very much careful in that case. Now we will start our route. So if we want to start our route, we have to press this button, which is a start drawing button. So now I am going to start my route. So I have pressed this button, which is start drawing button, and the same button now has become stop drawing button. So at the end of my route, when I have finished my route, I have to press this button, which is the stop drawing button. So if I would not press this button, my route will not be saved. So you must be very much careful that at the end of the route, you have to click this button. Only in that case, your route will be saved. Now let's start our route. So here we go. So this is our interactive map. So before we start, we must remember some points in our mind. So your route should never cut corners. Also, your route should not cut the roundabouts. You must also keep yourself along the left hand side of the road. And always try your level best that your route should be the most direct route. And what does it mean? It simply means that there should be the minimum distance between start and end markers. But it doesn't mean that you can't even cover a little bit distance more than the direct route. So if you cover some streets more than the minimum distance between 2 points, it doesn't make any difference. So don't worry about that. But one more thing is very important, that you should never do any illegal maneuver. Otherwise, you will definitely get the 0 marks. Now let's start. So this is our starting point, which is the green marker, and this is our end point, which is the red marker. And your direction is from here towards this point, and this direction is northeast direction. So you have to move towards the northeast direction. So first of all, you must spend few seconds to draw your route in your mind. So which route or which roads you should use during drawing this route. So it is very important. So if you see carefully, there is a river in between start and end point. And if you want to do the most direct route, then you have to cross this river through this tunnel. And this tunnel is actually the Rotherhite tunnel. Rotherhite tunnel is a two-way tunnel, and you can recognize any tunnel with the help of this tunnel symbol. These are actually the broken patches. So broken patches actually shows that this is a tunnel. And one more thing you must remember, that you can't enter or leave the tunnel without tunnel approach. So if you want to enter the tunnel, this is the only way, which is tunnel approach. You will only enter through this road. You can't enter into this tunnel through this road, because tunnel is underground and this road goes over this tunnel. Similarly, you have to exit the tunnel also through this tunnel approach. Similarly, if you are coming from the other direction, then you have to enter this tunnel through this tunnel approach, and then you will leave the tunnel also through this tunnel approach. It means you have to enter and leave the tunnel only through tunnel approach. You can't leave the tunnel in between. That is, if you are here, you can't go from this tunnel towards this road, because this is underground and this is overground. So you can't even go towards this direction. First you have to leave the tunnel, then you can go to any other route. So now let's start. So here is our starting point. So I will simply click here and make and keep myself towards the left hand side of this street. So here we go. So now I am using the main road. I am here on A road, and when I reach here, there is a roundabout. You can't cut this roundabout. So if you move like this, it means you have cut the roundabout. This is not allowed. So you will simply press undo button and you will come back to one step back. And then what will you do? You will simply click at least 2 or 3 times over this roundabout, because TFL always notices that you have seen this roundabout. Now you will simply follow this tunnel, because you have reached at the tunnel approach, and after entering into the tunnel approach, you will simply keep yourself towards the left hand side of the tunnel and simply you will keep moving. So I am now moving in the tunnel and I am keeping myself towards the left hand side of the tunnel. So when I reach here, always remember, I have told you earlier that you can't leave the tunnel at this point and you can't move into this road, because this tunnel is underground. So you have to reach at this tunnel approach. So how you can reach at this point? You will simply follow this edge. So this edge of the road, and you will simply move along this road. So this is very important, that you have to move along this side of the road. So now I have reached at the tunnel approach and now I can leave the tunnel. So remember, this is very important. Tunnel approach is very important. Now I am here. So where should I go now? So I will simply zoom out and I will see my destination. Here is my destination. So I will simply move along this way. So I am continuing my journey. So here you go. So I am going, and again, this is not a problem. This is overhead bridge, no problem at all. Don't worry at all. So I am moving along this direction, and from here, keeping myself towards the left hand side. So here I am. So again, I will move the map to downside and then I will move. So here you go. When you will move or reach at this point, well, what will happen? Now there seems to be two options here to reach at this point. So if you move along this road, what will happen? Then where you will go, if you follow this route, then there is no way to enter, because here there is no road which will make you to reach at this destination. So you have to move along this direction, and then you will move in this way, and ultimately you will reach here. But there is another alternate way which is simply direct and most easy. So I will follow that most direct and easy route. So here you go. So I am moving along this road, and now I will move towards right. I will turn towards right. So that is the case. I can zoom in to for more clarity. So it's very clear now. So I'm moving and keeping myself towards the left hand side. So where should I go? So here you should be very careful where to go. So if I move and turn along this road, then I have to follow this way and then I will come. But if I use this way, then I think it's better. So I have moved a little bit ahead. So I will simply click undo. So it will make, or it will take me one step back. Now I will simply again start and continue, and I think this is the right way to move. So now I am moving. When I will reach here at this point, this is a smaller road, so zoom in that case, but I will keep myself towards the left hand side. But here when I will reach here, this is a one way, this is also a one way. You can't go along this way. You will simply move along this road and this way. So this will be our route, and here this is the end of our route. So we have reached at the end of our route. So we have drawn our route here. So this is actually the most direct route from this green marker towards the red marker. Now, when we have finished our route, we have to press the button which is stop drawing button. So here we go. So this is our full route we have drawn, and this is a stop drawing button. Now I will simply press this button, and now it has become start drawing. Now you can move. If you go to the next question and after that you realize some mistake here in this route, you can always come to the same question, and then you will again press the start button, and you can edit your route as well. But remember, after that you have to press the stop drawing button again, otherwise your route will not be saved. So this is the next button. If you press this button, then this was question number 4. You will be moved towards the next question like this. So this was the next question number 5. This is a different question. This is starting point and this is an end point. So this was all about today's route. So thank you very much. Until next video. Thank you very much.